This is a multiple text question. And for these, you want to look first at the prompt, which is asking us how would text 2 respond to the conclusion of text 1? So next we want to get the context. We want to know what text 1 is saying, so then we can better understand what text 2 is saying about that. So text 1 says, in a study about the benefits of free time, they found that the sense of life satisfaction plateaued when they had 2 hours of free time per day and started to fall when they had 5 hours per day. So there was something of a sweet spot. After further research, they concluded that this dip mainly occurred when they spent all their free time unproductively, like watching TV or playing video games. So the further research thing is important because the prompt said, what would text 2 say about the conclusion that was reached after further research? So what would text 2 say about the idea that the dip happened when that extra time was spent unproductively? Next, we're going to go ahead and look at text 2. It says that the psychologist cautions against suggesting an ideal amount of free time, that there's a human desire for free time and productivity, that's universal, but that this psychologist says that individuals have unique needs for life satisfaction. So there's no objective definition. There's no single definition for what constitutes productivity. Reading a book might be productive for some, but idle for others. So text 2 seems to be saying that things are not so simple. There's no one perfect amount of free time for any one individual, and there's no one definition of what productivity versus laziness is. So we're looking for an answer choice to say that text 2 thinks text 1 is overly simplistic. So let's look at those answer choices now. Answer choice A says text 2 would acknowledge that free time is more likely to enhance satisfaction when it's spent productively. That's just different because we're looking for an answer that says that text 2 said the view was too simplistic. Answer choice B says text 2 would challenge the reasoning as it hasn't been proven that productivity contributes to satisfaction. And that is a little different than what text 2 said. Text 2 said that the definitions of the proper amount of time and what is productivity are fluid definitions. There's no single definition. So answer choice B seems to differ. Now looking at answer choice C. Answer choice C says that text 2 would warn against making an overly broad assumption. There's no clear consensus in distinguishing between productive and unproductive. And that is exactly what we heard in the second part of text 2, where it said that reading a book might be considered productive by some, but considered the opposite by others. So now let's just look at answer choice D to be thorough here. D says that text 2 would claim the activities in text 1 are examples of productive activities. But that does differ from what text 2 said, because text 2 said that there's no single definition. What one person considers productive is what another person would consider lazy. So D is inconsistent with text 2. So once again, the answer here is C.